Alright boys, this video will just be a few tidbits and updates. We got primarily three bikes going. First off, the YD100 Schwinn Stingray. This thing is fantastic. I haven't done a video on it yet, but I got it running and it runs fantastic. I got a new exhaust on it. Got rid of the YC80/Nasty Jack and replaced it with this MZ65 clone pipe. This thing was 35 bucks off Amazon, and paired with this Badass Shark silencer, the thing rips booty cheeks. So that's pretty much what's new with this bike. It has surprisingly a lot more lower end torque with this pipe. I thought it would be the other way around, considering the YC80 and the Nasty Jack have a bigger belly, but no, so that's pretty cool. Got the carburetor tuned pretty good, so this thing hits actually a lot higher of an RPM than before with YC80, but this engine is also with a balanced crank, so that's cool. So it runs a lot smoother with this thing with the other exhaust, and before I balanced the crank and put in the upgraded bearings, I could only drive this thing probably a mile before my hands would literally go numb. And especially with this not very padded seat, it would just be a nightmare to ride. But this thing now, with the balanced crank and all the other stuff I've done to it, you literally don't know that the engine is there. It's so smooth. And with balancing the crank, I've gained another 1,500 RPMs, which is really good, especially considering this is traditionally a lower revving engine. So that really gives it the boost. Now, with the 4-stroke. So I did a little video on this before. I was running into issues with the 4040 that I did kind of a series on, but not really. I upgraded a little bit on it, and it was the $90 eBay kit. Well, I was having some issues with that engine that needed to be worked out, so in the meantime, I put this 4-stroke engine on it. I've had this for a little while now and haven't really used it, so I thought, now's the time to do it, and it fits in there just perfectly. I was also having issues with the stock carburetor on this engine. Decided to put the NT carburetor on this, or the Bafang, and it works great. I put the shorty intake on there, and it fits, no air leaks, no nothing, and works perfectly. This engine is surprisingly fantastic. I didn't need to do any mods to it out of the box. I just put it on there and it's good to go. The only downside to this, and I do have to say, I probably will not build another 50cc 4-stroke like this, is because that thing is a pain to mount. With a 2-stroke, you literally put it in the frame, make sure the two ends meet, and that's good. You just bolt it up and etc. This thing is such a pain in the butt. It's not even worth it, to be honest. And with the 2-strokes, you have the manual clutch, and you'd think that those are a pain to tune over the 4-strokes, but you would be wrong. You literally have to take all of this apart, take the chain off every time, just to tune the centrifugal clutch, which is when they expand and contract. And usually they're pretty good, they're pretty well tuned just straight out of the box, but this thing was super wonky and it wouldn't even idle without spinning the chain. So I got that figured out, but it was a pain overall to tune it and get that fixed. But this thing runs fantastic. Over stock engine, I can't really tell any difference with the top speed, but this thing does have a good bit more torque. But that's pretty cool. This thing also runs a lot smoother than the stock engines, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, now the felt faker. Now, I don't know if you can see it, it's on the bike rack, but I got this thing for 80 bucks. It looks fantastic. There's grease marks on it from my sticky fingers, but I managed to put a fork on it and 27.5 inch road wheels on it, as well as a 3-speed Nexus hub. And the thing rides really good. It's very long, and I don't know how it'll handle under top speed, but it looks fantastic and it rides pretty good. I'm gonna try to put the Predator 212 engine on it and see how that does, because the frame on the felt faker is surprisingly a ton larger than these, even the larger, even the regular size 26-inch men's beach cruisers, and even most of the 29 inches too. Just the height of the seat stay, I believe it's called, is so much bigger, as well as just the length of the top tube, I believe it's called. It's just so much bigger of a frame, so I can definitely get away with putting more engine into it. So that's pretty cool. Look forward to seeing more updates on the felt faker, the YD100, and the 50cc 4-stroke. Now, I want to add a little bit more. I will not be able to be posting as frequently as said in another video because I am undergoing knee surgery. So just look out for that. I have another week or so until that happens. So I'm going to be trying to make as much content as I can with the amount of time that I have. And but let me know if you want to see any other types of content on the channel. And see ya. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the support.